Hey there, pardon the delay on this video. I know it's been long anticipated, but well, that's how life is and everything. So, moving along with it, I wanted to show off something that's really a surprise. I had talked previously about the Lee 124 and 125 grain bullets, and my thoughts on them and accuracy and things like that. So, first off, though, a basic check. This is a pulled 115 grain. If you notice, it comes in a little over, but, scale, tolerances, all that good stuff and everything. So here's another bullet that is also a 115, but if you notice, they both come in at roughly the same point. So this is just as a matter of course so that you see what my scale calibration is roughly. Now then, that aside, though, this is where things get interesting. These two bullets were cast sequentially. They were not cast out of, say, a commercial lead alloy like Lyman No. 2 or something like that. They were cast out of what I would consider dead soft lead with a slight amount of lead-free solder added just to ensure mold fill. So the first one is going to be this Lee. It's a 124 grain round nose tumble lube. And what we're going to find out about it, though, is on my scale, it actually comes in slightly light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to 120. And if you notice, it comes in almost right at 120 grain instead of 124. So this is actually slightly lighter than what it's supposed to be. There are some tolerances and things like that that could explain some of that weight loss too, though. But we'll just leave it at that for now. Now then, moving on to where things get really interesting, though, is the 125 grain lead round nose. And why does it get interesting? It gets interesting because, as you can see, I'm already at 130 grains, and then where it really stops dropping off is closer to 130, so 133, 134-ish. Whenever I was actually shooting this initially, I was testing out various powders, including Blue Dot, and what I had found with Blue Dot is that I was getting signs of excessive pressure. So I ended up dropping the load and dropping the load and dropping the load. Alliance maximum is around 8 grains. I ended up for a 125 grain bullet, and I ended up at 5.8 grains. That was actually the most accurate loading I found, so it's what I would consider good for this if you don't have pressure. Obviously reduce it some, but it's surprisingly heavier. This might be beneficial to some of you competition shooters too, though, that are more interested in having a heavy bullet to a moderately heavy bullet. Especially with the price of the mold being $50. Really good deal in my opinion. I've been shooting these with Bullseye as well as Blue Dot, and the accuracy is good with both. I would say the edge goes slightly to Blue Dot, and the edge and velocity would definitely go to Blue Dot, especially in a long barrel. So I would stay away from tight group with these. I did not have much luck with tight group. Honestly, I don't have much luck with it in anything right now. I'm not sure if it's the batch I got, but at the same time, though, I have 4 pounds of it to burn, so I have to figure out something to do with it eventually. Yeah. So in the end, though, I would say my recommendation for this is going to be probably about 3.5 to 4 grains of Bullseye, or say start at 5 grains and work your way up to about 5.8. Anywhere after 5.8, I started getting pressure signs, so I wouldn't go any hotter than that, really. Do so at your own, risk, though, and this is obvious with any sort of reloading stuff. Be scientific about it, be safe about it, and I'll see you the next time. Later.